Okay, so good morning and welcome back to your biology practical class. Today I will show you another practical which is related to the previous one. Okay. Mm, I have to check from the syllabus because already I have told you that I will not show you only two practicals, and beside these two all the practicals, most of the practicals are completed. Today I will complete the pH one on the cell activity of the salivary amylase, and the next day only one practical, one spotting is there. Next day we will complete your syllabus. Okay. In from the group A, 6 number practical, and part B from the spotting part, practical number 1. We will not perform these two practical. Beside these two, we have most of the practicals we have completed today, and tomorrow we will complete the total syllabus. Okay, and all the videos are available in the YouTube. If you have missed any class, then you can check it from the video. Okay, and you have to arrange all the practicals according to the revised syllabus. Okay, you have to arrange the practical according to the revised syllabus. Now today I will show you next experiment, another important experiment, because I have told you that the experiment on the salivary amylase is very important. So one part was the related with the temperature, and another one is to study the effect of different pH on the activity of salivary amylase on starch. And after performing this practical, I will send you the data in the assignment. Okay. So what are the different requirements to perform this practical? First, test tube stands, beaker, pipettes, funnel, measuring cylinder, cotton, starch, iodine, potassium iodide, sodium chloride, different pH tablets. Let me show you different pH tablets, how it looks. So these are the different requirements for this practical. And preparation will be the same. So you can see this is the pH tablet. It looks like a capsule. Okay, pH tablet. So preparation will be the same as the previous one. How we have to prepare, I have told and shown you how it is there. Let me repeat it. That first we have to add prepare 1% starch solution, then 1% NaCl solution, and after that we have to collect the saliva. Okay, that means where we will get the salivary amylase. Now what is the procedure? Same procedure like the previous one. We have to make 3 series of test tube having 1 ml of iodine in each. Okay, so we have kept iodine on the test tubes, and we have to keep them in 3 separate stands. Okay, so you have seen that test tube stand and test tube and iodine also, it is light brownish in color. So we have to, then what we have to do, we have to test, to a test tube we have to add 5 ml of 1% starch solution, 1 ml of 1% NaCl, and a tablet of known pH like pH 5. To another test tube, again 5 ml of 1% starch solution, 1 ml of 1% NaCl, and a tablet, you can say that pH 6.8 like this. So you have to make 3 test tubes with 3 different pH. Then we have to put this test tube in a water bath at near about 37 degrees centigrade for 10 minutes, and after that you can use that in the summer. You as you know that the temperature is almost like that. So if we keep it there that time in normal condition, the temperature can be maintained. Okay, so then after that all test tubes we have to add 1 ml of distilled enzyme, and we have to immediately with the help of separate droppers take a drop from each test tube and pour it to test tubes having iodine solution, and after that we have to perform the same test like previous one. Okay, so after intervals of the 2 minutes we have to add small 1 drop of each from each test tube, and we have to check the any changes in the color of the iodine we can find it or not. Okay, so here we have taken 3 pH, 3 different pH are pH 4, pH 7, pH 9. So we have prepared 3 different pH. So as you can see, this is pH 7, this is pH 9. You can see it is marked pH 9, and after that this one is pH 4. So we have taken 3 different pH, pH 4, pH 7, pH 9. So we have to make a table with test tube with pH 4, test tube with pH 7, test tube with pH 9, and you have to note down the reactions with iodine. That means what color we will get and when we will get the actual iodine color, no color will be changed. Okay, so I will show you now. I will show you the practical. So it is if you haven't there in the previous class, so I will suggest you please check it from the video, because else you will not be able to do the practical on your examination day. Okay, so I will tell you, and ma'am will show you how you have to perform this. So here you can see that we have added iodine. You can see that iodine is there, and we have added iodine in some test tubes. So test tubes are kept in the test tube rack. Now what we have to do, 5 ml, 1 ml, 1. So we have added 5 ml of starch solution, 1 ml of NaCl, and 1 ml of pH. This one is for pH 7. We have prepared 3. You have to prepare this one. We will provide you starch, NaCl, enzyme, and 3 different pH in 3 different test tubes. So here we will provide you like this. So here is the starch, NaCl, enzyme, and I have shown you 3 different test tubes. Okay, so with the help of this measuring, with the help of this you have to measure 5 ml of starch, and for taking different materials you have to use different pipette. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to measure 5 ml of starch, then you have to add 1 ml of NaCl, then you have to add in one test tube, one test tube for pH 7, one for pH 4, and one for pH 9, and you have to keep it in a test tube rack like this. So we have prepared 3 test tubes for 3 different pH, but on your examination day you have to prepare it by your own. Now what we will do, as 2 minutes is over, now we will check what color it will show after 2 minutes. Okay. So I will take the pH 7 every time, and ma'am will show you like to pH 4 and pH 9. So just a drop, we will add 1 drop. Just a minute, okay? Just a minute. type of coloration is there. Blue black coloration is there, right? So in all the three test tube, at first after 2 minutes you will get blue black coloration. Okay, so we will wait for another 2 minutes and we will check what color it will show. Okay. So as you know that in the previous class I have already mentioned that and you have read these all these in the theory portion also, that how and when salivary amylase works. Okay, and the enzyme will work on the salivary amylase particularly in the pH 7. Okay, it will not work on the pH 4 and pH 9. That means if we perform this practical at the pH 4 and pH 8, we will get only blue black type of coloration. But after some times, in case of, it will depends that what is the concentration of the enzyme. It may come after 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 14 minutes, 16 minutes, 18 minutes. Okay, it depends totally on the concentration of the enzyme, and after that particular minute the color will change into that iodine color. That means that, and that can be seen only in the pH 7. That means that that salivary amylase, the enzyme has been acted on the salivary amylase. That is why the color of the iodine is not changing. Okay, so this is the practical, and after that you have to write down the result and precaution. So why in the pH 4 and pH 9 it is not working? pH 4 is acidic and pH 9 is alkaline. Okay, so therefore the salivary amylase do not act on these tubes because of this high acidity and alkalinity nature. But the pH under the pH, in the pH 7 the salivary amylase will act as I have mentioned, and as it is slightly acidic or near about neutral, you can say that it can be digested the starch. That is why the color of the iodine will be shown. And what will be the precaution? Same the precautions for the previous one, like you have to filter the you have to take the saliva properly, you have to weight it accurately. Okay, so this type of, you are using the glasswares, you are doing, so you have to very careful. So these are the some precautions for this practical like the previous one. So another 2 minutes over, we will show you what happens this time. So you can see this one is for pH 7. This one is for pH 7. Okay, again you can see that blue black type of coloration. Okay, if you want to see, I will show you what type of color it is showing. this you will be able to differentiate. This one is for pH 4, this one is for pH 9, and this one is for pH 7. Clear? So as I have told you that in the pH 7 only the color will change. Now it is not the exact color with the iodine. It is deep brown in color, but after some interval, as I have told you, that the color will show exactly the same with the color of the iodine. But for the pH 7, this one is for pH 7 9, and this one is for pH 4, the color will be the same as like the blue black. Okay, so clear na? Please tell me, have you got clear idea that when you have to stop the experiment? On your examination day, no need of doing this with this paper. You can pour it on the basin and you will be able to find out the color. As you are not here, that's why I am showing it with this paper, so that you can understand this very easily. Now tell me, is it clear or not? Because you have to perform this practical on your examination. No, it is not that much of tough. Okay, just you have to measure all the materials very carefully. That means 5 ml, 1 ml, 1 ml, and then you have to add 3 different pH. Then you have to keep it in 3 different test tubes, and then after 2 minutes you have to add this 1 drop of solution, 3 solution in 3 different test tubes, and you have to check the changes in color. Okay, so the in case of pH 4 and pH 9 the color will not change, but in case of pH 7 the color will change only. Okay, and at which time the color will change, as it is not possible to show you the full experiment, I will perform this one and I will tell you what is the exact time when I will get the color of the iodine. Okay, and I will send it to you through my assignment. Okay, so for today that's it. If you are having any queries, you can ask me. Ma'am will perform this practical and will check after the interval of 2 minutes. And from these Viva questions may be asked from this, like what are the enzyme, what is the function of enzyme, what is achromic point, which I have discussed in my previous class, how will you confirm that complete digestion of starch, how do you understand by optimum temperature and pH of the enzyme. Okay, what is meaning by that denaturation, when the enzyme is denatured, when the enzyme is not active. Okay, these are the different terms I have used in the for the temperature one, and you have to read those part very carefully. Okay, and you have to draw the diagram that is in your book. So this diagram you have to draw. Okay, so you have to draw this diagram on the left white page, and on the right side page you have to write down the result and precaution. Okay, let me check. Ma'am, after we have Ma'am, after we have completed our practical syllabus, will you revise some of the practical, some of which a little bit harder? Yes, yes, if you want, then I can revise it. Okay, but please let me know which practicals are needed to revise in through my e-portal or any theory class. Okay, please let me know, so that I will be able to arrange. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. You can write down here also, so that I can check, or you can write it down in my e-portal, so that I can arrange all the materials which are required. Okay, anything else? Okay, so for today that's it. Thank you and bye bye.